Well, here we are again. I waited all day for this. I sat by the door, I sat by the window. I even sat in the car and stalked out the UPS guy. Nothing till, well, later this evening, but it's here. The new album by Marillion. Now we have to open it. But before I open it, let me tell you how I got here. Marillion is a band I never heard of as of February of this year, 2022. I believe it was like March 1st. I first came across the albums by Marillion, and one of them was the new album, An Hour After Dark. But I never heard of Marillion, but knowing that there were prog and the YouTube channels I was watching explained to me in such detail how great of a band Marillion is. And I'm like, I never heard of them. So what I did was I listened to their little presentation. Then I went on to watching the YouTube videos. I found out Marillion is a band that's been around for several years. Not being familiar with their songs, I figured I'm going to have to start listening to Marillion. So I went on the streaming source and started listening to some of their stuff. And they said the best album is Misplaced Childhood by Marillion. So as you could tell, I went out and bought it because I wanted to hear it without just, streaming. And I'm going to tell you something. Usually it takes me a while to get hooked on a band, but when I was listening to this album, I'm like, that sounds familiar. And I don't know what sounded familiar, but it sounded like a band I knew. Genesis. For some reason, this album, just listening to it, sounds like I'm listening to Genesis. I was instantly hooked because I love Genesis. I'm not comparing the two, I'm just saying how we got to the new album. Misplaced Childhood I purchased after I saw reviews about the new album, and now, after hearing this, I decided I'm going to buy the new album. So that's where we're at today. This is the package. Straight from Amazon. And there's the Digipak, all bent up. See, nice and bent. Anyway, there it is. The new Marillion album, An Hour After It's Dark. Oh boy. Now, I know a lot of you like these little stickers. We had a conversation about this once before. And now this exact piece I got here is a Digipak, but I got the 2-disc version. The first disc is the CD, and the second disc is a bonus content DVD. So we'll get into that once we open up the package. Now, usually I could preserve these packages and leave the plastic on, but since it's a Digipak open up one, I'm gonna have to do a little magic. So if you like saving these stickers, see the little sticker there? If you like saving those, I have a really, really quick way of saving them. What I do is, you got to make sure that this sticker peels off on its own without ruining anything. So what I try to do is I try to get it started and then slowly, I don't know if I can show you that, but slowly peel it off and hope it doesn't rip or tear or make a mess or make you feel like a fool. We're getting there. Done. Then, to preserve it, I take one of these little index cards. If they still make them, I don't know, I have these around the house. Then I take this, and then I'll stick it to the card. And look, it's instantly saved. Then you can just, cut the card and stick this in with the album. Part 2, getting into this. So instead of bringing out a knife, just take your old handy razor blade, give it a quick cut, and you can tear into this thing without any problems. Why? Because your sticker is gone. Okay, but like I said, that's pretty much the Amazon way. When you get something from Amazon in these bubble wrap things, unfortunately with Digipaks and stuff, you're going to get that. And even with this original Marillion album that I picked up the other day, It's got a crack in it, so I took that sticker and just stuck it right over the crack. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Let's get into the album. So, I went with the deluxe, limited deluxe version with the DVD because if you're going to get into a new band and they offer some extra insight into their creative process or what have you, it's probably best to go a little, pay the extra $10 and get something other than just the first disc. Because besides YouTube, I haven't listened to this CD, so I'm going to have to do that soon. But either way, this is the inside. There's your discs, your book. And let's see, we got the one DVD, one book. So an hour after it's dark. It's pretty nice little book here. Now I'm not good at doing this book view, but I'm going to do my best. Only because I'm going to practice with you. Okay, so. Pages, I think these are lyrics. Yes, we have lyrics in there. Isn't that special? Look at the lyrics. I do like when you put the lyrics in there. Not that I'm going to sit around and sing it, because if you heard me sing, you'd understand why these bands are in business and I'm just showing you their products. But if you really like a song, it's really nice to know what they're saying. A few of the YouTubers that were showing this album, they actually heard it already, and they were really came with high regards. Their praises for it were phenomenal, actually. So I can't wait to dig into the album and listen to it. And for those of you that are afraid to try new music, I know a lot of people are stuck on their, especially in my age group, people are stuck with the classic rock and they don't want to, dive into anything new. The point is, watching YouTube videos and the individuals on there that are doing different types of music besides your hard rock, besides your pop, it's really nice to get some ideas of music you never listened to before. And the reason why it's nice is because it expands your catalog, but it also gives you more options. And to explain that, the best way to explain that is morning music isn't always evening music. Road trip music isn't always work music. Workout music isn't always sit in the office music. So if you have different artists to pull from that are in different genres, ones that you think are really, in your wheelhouse that you could actually listen to it and enjoy it, I do suggest going on to YouTube and watching videos of new music that you have never heard of. This is the prog category. And prog, when I was growing up, was pretty much Pink Floyd, Genesis, Kansas, believe it or not, bands of that nature. And those are bands that I grew up with and listened to all the time. But these bands here were around for a while, but I never heard of them because I never had the influence. I didn't have the people connection or what have you. So YouTube really is boosting, if anything, boosting sales for these artists, and I think it's a good thing, because physical media, in my opinion, like this nice packaging you have here, physical media is just something that you can always go to. You can touch it, you can smell it, you can play it, and you can still download it and put it on your iPod or whatever you're listening to these days, on your phone or what have you. So this is the DVD content. This is the CD. So all in all, it's a very nice package. I like the artwork on the front and the back. Now, since this is the Marillion's 2022 studio album, an hour before it's dark, this is the limited edition CD DVD. Now the DVD, which you can get the Blu-ray version also, but the DVD contains an 85-minute documentary and exclusive performance video of Murder Machines, but the DVD gives you all that bonus content. So I'm going to give Marillion's newest album an hour after it's dark. I'll listen to. I'm going to watch the DVD, and hopefully it's great. So thanks again for listening, and have a great day.